Winners of 4 straight, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Rainbow Warriors will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Air Force's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. All right, guys, let's chat about Air Force. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each.
It's a seam wide open. Oh, the ball's on the ground. He picks it up, still on his feet. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. And the Falcons come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Gets the back moving. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Falcons need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Johnson looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Falcons are rolling down the field. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
On the option. The pitch. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Hawaii's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every We came into the season expecting got these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Davis looking to pass. Quickly complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn.
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
A run to the quarterback. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. Trying to get the corner. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Sticks it in his belly. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Falcons will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Davis will throw. Dumps it off in the flats. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's loose. The 30. Running inside the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's brought down, just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First and 10. Hand off to the fullback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And the Falcons line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Using his legs, it's Barfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Davis looking to pass. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Wide open spaces. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Rainbow Warriors look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's White. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught over the middle. It's White. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Davis will throw. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
All right, that's when the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. He didn't do it that time.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Davis looking to pass. A little release to the back. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And listen, listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Off the RPO, complete. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Rainbow Warriors will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football in.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
3rd and goal for the offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Hawaii.
Now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
This will likely be the last play of the half. He's got him. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Davis will throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Harris. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go up top on second and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Barfield. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
The Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rainbow Warriors with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be a run on third and short. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Davis looking to pass. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
It is hard to get sacks on screens. I mean, the offensive linemen stay with you for a little bit. Defensive linemen squirt through. A lot of times they read the screen and backpedal. Not on this one. They got through, got to the quarterback, got him on the ground. Not good execution by the offense, but still counts as a sack.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to...
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They go to the ground. Powers through. He'll try to take it back. There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Air Force. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive.
Oh, a lot of space. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Davis will throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the catch. It's White. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Hawaii.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. The field goal is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. South Carolina is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Jadeveon Clowney had a hand in getting this kid to Columbia, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by 12 to Kentucky. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Johnson wants to throw it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let them out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
Bringing the heat. They got him. It's a sack. Took a chance to try to score the touchdown, and they'll get nothing.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position, just as they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football.
Kearney on the Jets. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a 1-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the...
The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. There's a long and storied history